BallBoys, episode 20, and we're doing something obviously very, very different. First of all, we're finally together in person. All right.
Yep.
We're also in the studio, quote studio, quote unquote. Like a big ass Ohio.
Pretty
Ohio
biased,
State.
if you ask me.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Hey.
But we got a lot to talk about. Obviously, Andrew,
What's
welcome.
going on, fellas? How you guys doing?
Sipping, of course. We'll talk about that in a minute. Marcelo, like always.
What's up?
And returning again and again
Famous
and again.
A-Gut.
Our boy A-Gut, Andy.
Big coolin'.
All right. So we got a lot to talk about. First and foremost, audio version. Shout out to Anchor, right?
Yep.
Shout out to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. All that shit will be in the links. If you're watching us on YouTube, seeing all this shit, thank you. And shout out to our boys at M Vintage. They'll also be in the that'll be down now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not used to doing this in person. Down in the description. I'll edit all that shit. Also,
we got the koozies in
look at
place
what
now.
we're drinking out of. Koozies.
Yep. With the logo on it. Go get
Feels
you
good,
one. Hit
right?
us up for one.
Don't ask what's inside.
Right.
It's not good. Anyways. All right. What are we going over? Well, it's the championships. It's the finals. March
Yep.
Madness.
Tomorrow's the day.
Tomorrow's the day. We're recording on a Sunday. Also, World Cup?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a heavily talked about topic. And then lastly, whatever else we want to talk about. And then, shout out to our boy E. He had some big ass takes on Jimmy Garoppolo and
Please
Mitchell
don't bring
Trubisky
it
from
up.
last night.
Please, that had me heated.
It's okay. I'll put it in towards the end of the episode so people can
Understand the hatred.
understand the hatred.
It's a
all right.
group thing, too.
Let's just say there was a lot of drinking involved. But he's still dumb with his wild ass takes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Can't stand them.
All right. March Madness finals. Duke lost last night.
Fuck Duke.
Fuck Duke. Shout out to
Me
Frank.
and my homies don't like Duke.
You and your homies? Who's your homies?
Right here, right here,
That's facts.
right
That's
here,
facts.
Yeah.
and
Thanks.
others that aren't present.
That's fair.
Frank?
Frank's the only one that
Frank's
likes
down
Duke.
bad.
So, last, who's it? It's UNC and Kansas.
Yep.
Who's taking it? Not Coach. What's his name? Coach K?
Yeah.
Not him.
Good.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say UNC because they're playing lights. Well, what's his name? The guy that got hurt yesterday. I forgot what his name is. But if he's playing, I think they have a really good chance of winning because I mean that man was balling out on the boards. I think he had 21 rebounds last night. You know.
Demon.
And they play lights out defense. They play, they've been playing really consistent. Why not?
True. Okay. Andy, who's winning?
You know, just because of a few years ago, UNC won and I had them winning, I'm going to go with UNC again. I'm going to just stick with them.
Okay, the 8th seed.
When in doubt, bet with UNC.
When in doubt. My boy.
I don't know too much about either of these teams, honestly. I know UNC's hot right now, but I'm gonna take Kansas.
Ooh.
I feel like no one's been talking about them. They're the only one seed to make it. I think they're really good. I think they're gonna take it.
All right, that's fair.
Okay. I'll probably stick with UNC. And a fair bet. For those who's watching when we're making our brackets, I said Mitchell Trubisky's alma mater. I got a lot of heat from Juwan Howard's right hook. So I'll stick with that. No, Michael Jordan's alma mater. I think they're going to take it all.
All right.
Tomorrow night is the game. Now we're in Central Time, so it starts around 8-ish.
Something around there,
Like
yeah.
8-10-ish, some weird-ass shit, but I think we're all going to be watching it. Who's winning? For those watching, comment down below before the fucking game starts. We want to know.
You gotta have this out.
For those listening and watching, I got a question for you guys. What's the lowest seed to ever win March Madness? I honestly don't know, and I want to know.
That's a great
That's fair.
question.
Yep.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
I know UNC is now the 5th, 8th seed to make it.
Yep.
And I want to know what's the lowest seed to ever win.
All right.
That's a great question. Something that we haven't talked about after 20 episodes of this hobby that we like doing. The World Cup. Now it's been a battle to see who qualified and who's in, who's out. We know the groups. We know who's playing. Go ahead, Marcelo. Start it off. Who's playing? Who's in? Who's out? What are the groups?
Before I start, I want to say finally some soccer. For
Yeah.
those people that are close to me know soccer is my favorite sport. You guys are probably shocked to hear that, but soccer is my favorite sport, and I love to talk about it. Me and this dude over here have a rivalry, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
But the World Cup group drawings finally. Group A, Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands. Who you guys think is going to win it?
Netherlands out of that group.
Senegal. Dark
Go
horse.
with Netherlands.
I think it's definitely going to be Netherlands. I think second place will be battled out between Senegal and Ecuador. I want to see Senegal win it though. I want to see I want to see an African nation go far in the tournament. We don't usually see that a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I think Sadio Mane and my boy Gerard Mendy can take them. I don't know how far, but I want to see them at least make it to the group or
Quarters.
quarterfinals.
Gotcha.
So we all agree Senegal and Netherlands are going to be the ones to qualify,
Yes,
though, right?
100%.
Okay. Group B, England, Iran, USA, and a playoff between Wales and... You guys know who the other team is?
No,
I don't
not
know
at
who
that
that team
time.
is.
Either way, I think Wales is going to win the playoff and get that last spot. What do you guys think?
Well, fuck the USA team.
What do you mean?
I hate them.
Okay.
It's fine if you hate
Okay.
Because of what the fucking that asshole name?
Pulisic?
Yes.
So
I hate him.
Okay.
Alright, shout out to
I'm gonna be real with you
Number
here.
10.
I do think this is probably the best U.S. team that the U.S. has ever put out. Period. Because there's talent from everywhere. You know what I mean? And most of their team is playing in Europe right now, which is nothing that we've ever seen before from the U.S. You got to think about it. All in the past, everyone put in the MLS for the most part. You know what I mean? You look at like Landon Donovan, for example, played in MLS. The only person that played in Europe at the time when they were semi-okay was Tim Howard. You know what I mean? And that was about it. Literally, that was about it. You look at everybody there. Weston McKennie playing for Juventus. You have Pulisic playing for Chelsea. You have, God, what's the goalie's name? He plays for Man City.
Stefan?
Yeah, Stefan. Yeah, but here's the thing is that they all play in these, like the Premier League, La Liga. You know what I mean? Like the French league. They play in these top of the world leagues. I do think that they can fuck around and do some real damage. But that being said, I do think that they could also fuck around and do stupid shit and like not play to their full potential either. So I think that they can go anywhere between 1 and 4.
Okay.
I can't have him go for
England's
a
taking it.
letdown.
England's taking it?
England's taking it.
Who's second?
Wales.
That's not a bad take.
Yeah.
What about you, A-Gut?
My
I'm gonna
My
double check on the camera.
expectation-
Keep going. I'm double checking.
I would have England winning
Sick.
the group and U.S. in second. It'd be disappointing if we can't make it out the group stage.
Definitely.
With a team as good as it is for us in a long time. No, this is the best teams.
Yeah, this is honestly what I'm saying. It's the best team you can possibly put out right now.
If we can't make it out of the group stage, that's pretty disappointing. I expect them to. And if I'd be happy if we can actually win the group stage. I think they got the potential to, but we'll see. It all really depends on who's the player.
What
Tone.
was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, Weston McKennie.
He'll set the tone. If he's
Demon?
playing good,
Yeah, he's good as fuck.
He is
Yeah.
really good.
he'll keep the team up.
Okay.
He'll set the tone for the team.
What about you?
My top 2. Honestly, I'm gonna call it now. I think U.S. is gonna be number 1 on that. I really do. I think England's gonna be number 2.
Write
Pay
it down.
attention.
Write it down.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because I think no one is thinking that the U.S. is going to do some actual damage. Like, everyone's thinking that the U.S. is going to be the U.S. of old, where they'll pop in here and there, but they're not going to do anything. This team is for real. I think that this team has a real shot to do some real damage.
Okay.
I think England's definitely going to win this group. This is probably one of England's best teams out there of recent form. I think they should be a dark horse to win it all, honestly. I think the USA definitely has the potential to win this group. They can definitely do it. I might be a little biased here, but I will never trust England.
Ooh.
I'll never trust USA either, but they have the potential. They could fuck around and win this group. And like Andrew was talking about earlier, I could also see them not even advancing. Because Wales, the team that I said I think is going to win the playoff and get in, they're good. They're good right now. This is probably one of the better Wales teams we've seen in a while.
And
Gareth Bale is playing good. He's finally healthy.
Well, I guess let me ask you this.
I think sportsbooks have Wales having a better chance of advancing than the USA.
Let me ask you guys this. If, let's say the U.S. does come in first, do you think that's going to send, like, shock waves throughout the entire tournament then?
No.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Like, if you see that England loses to the U.S. within those group stages, for example, right? You think that the entire rest of the tournament's going to be like, oh, fuck, like, we actually have to worry about this team now?
They're going to have to take him serious.
Coming from an outsider, again, I'm not that much into it as I should. I mean, being on the show or whatever, I only really pay attention when it comes to World Cup. That's what I like.
I am with you.
Okay.
So coming from an outsider, I feel like, and maybe because I live in the U.S., but I feel like they're hyped up a lot. And then, again, that could be because everything I see is a fan of the U.S., but I just feel like everyone's making them out to be a strong contender. So if they do go far or whatever, or however it works, to me, I feel like it wouldn't be a surprise because they're just so hyped up. Does that am I making sense?
As far as them being hyped up, it's the best they've played in forever.
Okay, that's fair, but then that gives me another reason why I think it's not going to be surprising if they do well or go far or beat England, Wales, whatever. You hope. I don't. I don't think that.
I mean, I think also, too, dude, that, like, this thing has big ramifications around the U.S. doing well, because if they do, it puts the U.S. on the map as, like, an actual, you know, a serious soccer team, you know what I mean, as a nation. You know, like, we're known for the NBA, for example, we're known for the NFL.
America.
But if we can fuck around and get first out of the group stage, I think it would do huge, you know what I mean, ratings for the U.S. and get more people interested in soccer in the U.S. and get them to start taking soccer more seriously in this country.
I will say I feel like soccer is slowly becoming bigger and bigger in this country. And now, out of this country, we know football or soccer is the biggest sport anywhere other than the United States. Shout out to my boy Mikey. He's big into it right now. I do want to give a real quick Black Friday this year, November, after Thanksgiving, USA against England. That's gonna be that's gonna be a day.
Is that the first game for them?
Is it?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a game to look out for.
So going back to what you were saying, I think no one's hyping up the USA to actually having a chance to win this. But the reason I say that is because they didn't even qualify for the World Cup last World Cup.
Oh, okay.
People outside of the U.S. do not take the U.S. serious in soccer at all.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying, or that's what you said. If they do fuck around and do some damage, we'll get some respect in the worldwide soccer world, whatever.
Sure.
I think there's a big stigma with North America in general being more hype than actual doing something in soccer. I mean, the best team is definitely Mexico, and we've never made it past the round of 16.
Quarterfinals, yeah.
Let's see. Is there anything else before we move on, though?
Actually, don't sleep on Canada either.
I'm ready.
But we'll get to that in a little bit.
I'm ready for Lot C or Group C or whatever the fuck it's called.
All right. One more little comment. It's ironic how USA, Iran, and England are all in the same group, but we're not political around here. So,
facts.
Right.
Group C, Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Poland. Go ahead, Mateo. Go ahead.
Mexico all day. Viva.
Who's coming in second?
Who is it? Argentina, Mexico,
Poland, Saudi Arabia.
Watch out for Poland, but I'll probably say Argentina. Close second.
Wait, isn't it Uruguay?
No,
it's Argentina.
I would say Argentina second, then Poland, then Saudi Arabia.
You sound dumb.
You're wild.
Yeah,
Hey,
You
man.
wild
sound
takes.
dumb
Whatever.
as fuck.
Whatever, bro. Mexico all day.
All
You
right, that's
sound
fine.
dumb.
He's a diehard Mexico fan.
Facts. All day.
All right.
Book it.
Go
Watch.
ahead, good. Go ahead.
Go ahead,
All right,
Germany.
I'm gonna take Argentina and Poland. Argentina in first, Poland in second. I'm sorry, but Mexico's team's too old. I don't think they'll make it past the group stage. And you said what, Saudi Arabia? They're better than Saudi Arabia. At least I hope. But that's my take.
All right, man. Look, I'm gonna give you my honest take here.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Knowing that this is Messi and Di Maria's last World Cup, they're coming in first. And don't be surprised if they do some real damage. Like, going in deep into the tournament. Mexico pisses me off. Because, I'm honest, dude. Like, because they have so many good players that, like, we were just talking about this earlier. Chicharito's, I don't even know if he's going to be on the World Cup team this year. You know what I mean? Like, their coaching, it's questionable at best. You know what I mean? And the fact that, like, we have not looked this bad going into the World Cup in God knows how long. We lost to the U.S., 3 out of the last 4 meetings that we've played them? Or
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got destroyed by Canada. You know, I think we barely beat Honduras. These are teams that we used to be able to blow out of the water. You know what I mean? And so, I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I hope. Obviously, I would like them to go ahead and get the second spot, but I really don't know. And I think it's a toss-up between them and Poland. It depends on what version you get. I guess it's going to be like the Mexico team of old, where they play hard, they play technical, sound football.
Defense.
You know what I mean?
Watch.
Or are they going to play how they played the last 6 months, where they're playing like they have no clue what the fuck they're doing?
Don't sleep on Poland.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not, but that's my point. Is that like, and this is where the U.S. flipped the switch on their roster. You know what I mean? They knew that they needed to start getting their players out to Europe, right? Mexico is so concerned about keeping their players in house and keeping their players in their own league that they're not learning how to get better. You know what I mean? They're just playing against themselves. And yeah, you can teach yourself how to get a little bit better, but if you're playing against the top talent in the world of Europe, naturally you are going to get better. You're going to know how to play faster. You're going to know how to play more technical. You know, you're going to learn different styles. But I personally just don't see it. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, fair. Their old team. I get it. They played like shit past couple of games I've watched. Fair.
And I'm not a hater. I'm a big fan of Mexico's team. But I'm just saying, like, watching them from before the last 2 World Cups of having so much hype around them, you know what I mean, and doing like pretty good things in the World Cup, to seeing how it is now, I think the expectations are way too high for this team. You know what I mean?
What do you think the expectations are right now?
I think the expectations for themselves is probably like, they're like, okay, we're gonna get out of the group stage. We can probably get to the round of 16. You know what I mean? Something around there.
You think it would be the same expectations like with the media and like fans? Round of 16?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, because I feel like yes, you know what I mean. Because I think people think that like we have a lot of good players on the team, but I think too, like I said, it comes down to the coaching and the execution of it. Like, if you can't execute in those big moments, it doesn't matter.
For me,
Yes, sir.
Mateo's high. There's no way we're beating Argentina. Argentina is so good right now. They're my favorite to win it all, honestly. I would not. No one should be surprised if they go through this group stage 3-0, 9 points, perfect. Don't even give up a goal, honestly.
Right.
Mexico, man, it's a sad subject.
Oh no.
It's a sad subject because you see, growing up, obviously, you
Right.
always see Mexico dominate CONCACAF. And you could either say Mexico's weak or everybody else is getting better. I'm going to go with Mexico's weak. And everybody else is getting better, honestly. It's weird. It's like they're holding on to their golden age for too long. They're not developing their young players. Mm-hmm. They're not letting them go over to Europe and play with the best competition in the world. And I think the real problem is the coaching is awful. I want to see them bring in Chicharito because, he could score a goal whenever. But with Mexico, they're going to show up. They're going to play their hearts out. Don't be surprised if they do make it past the group stage. But if you want my honest opinion, Argentina's going to roll through this. I don't see, my bad, sidetracking. I don't see why people say Mexico and Argentina have a rivalry right now because they always kill us. That's not a rivalry.
For real, dead ass.
There's always some drama with them, but they kill us every time.
Would you consider like Bears Packers a rivalry?
No,
I mean,
it's
that has a way more history.
right.
I'm just in layman's terms.
Yeah.
For someone like me, especially.
For history, yeah, there's a rivalry. For like recent
There's more of a rivalry-
matchups, it's not really a rivalry.
Right.
More of a rivalry between Brazil and Mexico than I would say than.
I wouldn't even say that either.
No.
Well, no, but if anything, more than that.
Checking the camera.
Yeah, I could definitely Argentina's gonna roll through this group, in my opinion. Mexico, they could get second. In my all honest opinion, I think Poland will get second. Honestly, Poland is not a good team, but they got Robert Lewandowski, one of the best scorers in the world. I could see it being one of those games where it's just Lewandowski beats us by himself.
He's a demon.
He can honestly score 4 on us. I'm going to take them over Mexico and then Saudi Arabia last. So
Shut up.
I mean,
hopefully they prove me wrong.
I mean, to look at it too, dude. Like we have what is it? Ochoa's 35.
No, he's like 37.
Yeah, the man is like the man is nowhere near what he once was. You know what I mean?
But he always shows up at the
Yeah,
biggest
yeah,
moments.
he does. But I'm just saying that like going back to what I said with the U.S. Like the U.S. realized that they had an issue, that like their players just weren't there technically. You know what I mean? And like I said, Mexico was so concerned about keeping their players in house that this is going to come back to bite them in the ass. And I think that they'll realize it too when if they can't make it out of the group stage, it's going to be an embarrassment for them. Because once that happens, then that's going to be like a wake up call. Because the U.S. has gotten better, Canada has gotten better. You know what I mean? You can even say, who else was in it with them? Was it El Salvador or Honduras or? But basically, that entire region is all getting better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, it would not surprise. I wouldn't be upset if they don't make it as the number 2.
You wouldn't be upset?
I mean, I'd be pissed. Like I wouldn't be
okay.
like sad. You know, I would be like pissed because like me and you've talked about this several times. Where me and you've been like, dude, like they do not look good at all, and like the coach they had before was pretty damn good, and they just let him go. You know what I mean? Like because he wasn't getting the results that they wanted, but he had the players in check. He had the players going over to Europe and stuff, doing what they needed to do, and held people accountable.
That's fair.
I don't know.
Next group?
Group D.
Group D. And Andy's team, man. Fucking
Uh-oh.
World Cup curse. Andy.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
He's a believer in it. All right. France, another playoff team that I'm not 100% who the teams are, but yeah. Denmark and Tunisia. Go ahead, Egan.
All right, real fast.
3
Have
teams?
you guys heard of
There's
the
a
World
playoff.
Cup curse?
Go ahead, explain, elaborate.
Go ahead.
The World Cup curse is the last team to have won it the previous World Cup never makes it out the group stage.
European.
European specifically. So last World Cup, Germany didn't make it out. They won it the World Cup before. Before that, it was Spain,
And they didn't make it out.
and they make it out. Then before that was Italy,
And
and they didn't make it out. So, will France fall victim to this World Cup curse or not? Will they be the first team to make it out of the
The group
group
stage.
stage after winning the World Cup winning the previous World Cup? I strongly believe in this curse. Don't get me wrong, I like France, but I really believe in this
Hey.
curse, and I won't bet against that.
Go-
L take.
Go in, Andy. Go crazy.
Now, what are the teams again?
France, Denmark, Tunisia, and a playoff team that I'm not too sure who's going to be. But if France isn't coming out of this, who's coming out then? This is not a very strong.
No,
No.
this is a pretty weak.
This is France and Denmark, and then whatever.
Two bum
Like
teams.
It's like the NFC East.
My expectations would be France and Denmark. But I'm going to take France out of there and have Denmark. And who's the...
Tunisia.
I don't even know how good they are, honestly.
So you're going to
Never
take them
hear
over
anything.
France?
No, I'd rather take the... Whoever
The
qualifies.
playoff team.
The playoff team.
Damn.
Fuck is the playoff team?
But honestly, what my expectations would be France and Denmark. But I'm going to say it's going to be Denmark and the playoff team because I strongly believe in the World Cup curse.
Okay.
Andrew?
You sound dumb as fuck. I just want you to know that, alright?
Hey, that's you almost all the time.
Listen, man. With France, they have Kylian Mbappe, okay? The probably one of the top 3 best players on this planet right now. They have Coman, who's probably one of the fastest dudes out there that plays very technical. They're literally fucking loaded everywhere, dude. Like, anywhere that you can possibly think of a weakness, they're loaded at. And the fact that they're in a pretty weak, group stage, they're going to beat Denmark. I mean, they're probably going to go 9-0. I mean, 9 points. Like, they're not going to... I really do think that they're going to win all their games.
Wow.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Before Mateo goes, the playoff is between Peru and Australia. So, Andy, who?
Peru.
Denmark and Peru then? Peru's not bad.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think the safe bet right now is France. Tunisia is out of the question for me. Not really too sure about Denmark, so I'll take France and... Is it Peru and who? And Australia? Fuck it, Australia.
I think Australia's going to be Peru.
Here's the thing.
Alright.
I have no idea.
Australia's not bad.
I don't keep up. But France for sure. France.
Alright.
Me, France definitely. Andy's high. The thing with these curses is usually a team wins it when they're in their prime, and then the next World Cup they're getting older. France is still in their prime. They won the World Cup. They were all relatively young, and they're still all in their prime. Kylian Mbappe is one of the best players in the world. N'Golo Kante, also one of the best players in the world. The goalkeeper is Oblak.
Yep.
Probably the best goalkeeper in the world. Like Andrew said, they're loaded everywhere. I don't see it happening, honestly. France and Denmark for me. Denmark is very underrated. They're very good.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Group E.
Shout out to the real
Spain, Germany, Japan. Another playoff team that I gotta look up now.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Mateo.
That's a good one.
Spain, Germany, Japan. Okay. So I'm not picking Germany. Sorry.
That's fine.
So I know nothing about these teams. So I'm gonna say Spain. I feel like that's a safe bet, and I'm gonna say Japan might be a dark horse. I don't know. I just feel that in my bones. So, but Spain for sure.
Right, before he keeps going, the playoff is Costa Rica and New Zealand.
Okay.
Okay.
You can see New Zealand.
I can't.
I do want to
Alright.
say very quickly, I just realized, I forgot to say, this is the 20th episode, and I said everyone's coming. Everyone's schedule's fucked. So we'll do that for 30.
We know you guys don't want to see E and Frank again.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And
Especially when we're talking about soccer.
And Odie.
They have no clue.
And we lives in another state, so I don't know how that would work. But anyways, I forgot to mention. Go ahead. Who's next?
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah,
go
I'll
ahead.
go. I'll take Spain and Germany in that order.
Forgot the Germany fan ain't good.
Oh, man. Can we explain the backstory behind this?
No, there's no need to explain a backstory. Because there really isn't a backstory.
You rather cheer for Germany than your own nationality.
Andy is Mexican. His whole family's Mexican. His whole family roots for Mexico.
He's from Jalisco.
And yeah.
Exactly.
If you meet this dude, he's the most Mexican dude you'll fucking see.
We're
Yeah,
fucking
most
bootcut
Mexican.
jeans and botas.
But
Like
he
Boca
hates.
Jeans?
But he doesn't root for the Mexican national team because he wants to be different. He roots for Germany because he thinks they're cool.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
I started
Don't
watching
worry.
World Cup.
He got
Don't
exposed. We sorted this
Yeah,
shit
we
out.
sorted it out.
He's a Mexico fan again.
Yeah.
But yeah. Spain and Germany.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Germany and then Spain. I don't know. I feel like Germany has a pretty good team this year. I think from the last World Cup too, them not being able to get out of the group stage, that probably means a lot to them to make sure that they do make an impact right away, and like send something out to everybody that says like, hey, we're not here to fuck around. We're here to play. You know what I mean? Spain. I don't know. I mean, I know they're good again, but I don't know. I don't think they're going to be number one.
Now is Japan like? Are they ass?
Yeah, they're ass.
Oh shit. All right. Well, no, fuck it. I'm sticking with Japan.
All right,
Shock
so
world.
the playoff was Costa Rica, New Zealand. Costa Rica's got to win that. I'm taking from this group Spain and Germany. I feel like Germany's gonna have a chip on their shoulder this World Cup. I feel like the FIFA World Cup rankings and like everybody as a whole are kind of like looking past Germany because they're like inexperienced and also getting older, but they got world class players everywhere. Spain is a dark horse for me, honestly. Like they're young, they're very good, but I feel like they're too young for me. But I definitely still I could probably see them winning this group. I'm definitely gonna pick them and Germany to advance though.
Too young for you. All right.
Group F.
F. For Frank.
This is age-use team: Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia.
Ooh, that's a nice. That's a division right there.
You said Belgium, Morocco, Canada, and who?
Croatia.
Croatia.
Man, that's a
All right. Division right there.
I could already tell you right now. In no particular order.
tell us.
Belgium
Okay.
and Canada.
I don't know, man.
Again,
I don't think
I want to
so.
say this again. I know nothing about these teams. So this is all a big ass guess.
In the last World Cup, was it France and Croatia?
Hmm?
Last World Cup, the final, was France and Croatia or no?
Was it Croatia?
I think so.
It
I have
was.
no
I
idea.
ain't sleeping
I don't
on
remember.
Croatia.
Croatia's good.
Yeah.
Croatia's really good.
With Luka Modric,
Yeah.
Luka does not age, man.
that dude is
Still world
it's
class at
so good, man.
he's like mid-thirties.
So good. It's crazy.
So
Go ahead, Ego.
my take on this would be Croatia, and I'd give it to.
Croatia, you got them winning the group?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd have Croatia winning the group, and it's hard to say who takes second. I feel like it's gonna definitely be a battle between Belgium and Canada. I'm not gonna sleep on Belgium though. They're good, but Canada won. The World
CONCACAF?
Yeah, CONCACAF. So they're definitely here, and it's the first time in how many years since
Over
they made it?
30.
Yeah.
30 years.
Wow.
So this is their best team. I think Canada's gonna do it.
All right.
So I'm gonna go with Croatia and Canada.
Oh man. All right.
Belgium's
So,
my third, but it can go
You
either way.
you guys don't know,
I
but
don't.
he knows that Belgium's my second favorite team. I fucking love them. Like they play like they play fun like soccer. You know what I mean? Like they pass the ball really well. They play really good defense, and they have like stars everywhere. I think Lukaku's on that one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who?
Lukaku's on it. That dude's a dog. Him, the Hazard brothers, dogs. I think that they're going to be number one out of there, and I'm taking Croatia number two. Canada, I'm sorry, it's something against you guys.
Oh, their ass?
I think it's a product of them being in a very tough division or a group
Oh,
stage.
okay.
It's not that they're bad. It's just like that's a really good group to be in. You know what I mean?
I
Like
see. They're
there's-
all good teams to see who's the better team out of the
Mhm.
four. Okay. Or two teams. I should
yeah. So
I feel.
I'd like to see them do something, though. I mean, go ahead. I mean, you guys have been here in 30-something years. By all means, I mean, do something. I think that would be awesome. But the likelihood of that happening against those two, I think it's unlikely.
For me, in my opinion, this is the group of death.
Ooh.
I agree.
Keep going. What's your
Morocco
camera?
could be better, but the feud between, I don't know if it's their coach or management and my boy from Chelsea, Hakeem Ziyech. Well, Hakeem Ziyech is not going to
Yep.
be playing because of the feud. So, probably takes a little bit out of this whole thing. Man, like Andrew, I'm a fan of Belgium too. Big fan of Canada. You guys know I'm a Chelsea fan, so yes. We got a bunch of Chelsea players, former Chelsea players on Belgium, but I feel like they're so like disappointing every year. Like they've been top 5 in the FIFA World Rankings for like the past at least 5 years,
Yep.
but they haven't really done much. I guess I'm gonna shit, man. Canada.
Damn.
Canada, oh man. I feel like it's because of their history that they got top 4 in the group of
Yeah,
pairings.
I
So
agree.
they got this bad group. But Canada's good. Canada's so good. They're so fun to watch. I feel like because of that, they're gonna get like left out. I got Belgium and Croatia getting out. I don't know. I'm gonna pick Croatia to win the group.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep. Croatia. Shout out to Marcus.
You know that. Group G: Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon.
Okay.
I'll just start off.
Go ahead.
You go ahead.
I got Brazil winning that group.
I agree.
Who were the other?
Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon.
Switzerland would be my second.
Okay.
Rolling with them. The same thing.
Brazil, Serbia, or
No,
you said
Switzerland.
Switzerland. I'll say Brazil, Serbia. Fuck it.
You guys think Brazil will lose a game?
Maybe one.
I feel they're the favorite, I believe.
Yeah, they're the favorite for the whole thing.
I don't think they'll lose a game in the group stage.
I don't think so either. They got Gabriel de Jesus. They got him on that team. They got Neymar. I mean, I know you don't care for him. But I'm just saying,
despise
as a world class talent, dude, like when the man's serious about
Yeah,
playing,
he's good without a doubt.
the man is arguably a top 5 player in the
Yeah.
world, easily.
Yeah.
But the problem is getting him to be like motivated to play. So I'm hoping that because the last World Cup they got destroyed. What was it, 5-0?
They did.
I think that was
Or it was the World Cup before that.
That was
Germany,
Germany.
right?
Yeah.
7-1.
I just remembered when
It was an ass whooping. That's
Yeah.
what I remember.
when he played Mexico. He faked an injury for a good 20 minutes to milk the clock, and
Everybody does.
I know. But after that, I just hate him.
He just good at it. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Fuck it.
this
It's
shit,
skill.
he
Fuck
should
him,
win.
bro.
He should win an Oscar. I mean, that should just happen.
I mean, shit,
Fuck.
your Bears players do that.
Who?
Your Bulls players do that.
Hey,
My
hey.
All right, before you guys
Okay.
get all carried away, all right.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Brazil is so damn good right now. I think in their last 35, they won over 30 games. They damn near ran through that whole South American confederation. I'm gonna take them. I could definitely see them going past with 9 points. I'm gonna roll with these guys and say Switzerland second. I think it'll definitely be a toss up between Switzerland and Serbia. But I'll roll with Switzerland.
Okay.
All right.
I do want to say before I move on, I keep getting up. For those, I know someone, the few viewers, we get, he keeps getting up. I want to let you know our setup right now. We have an iPhone 13 Plus Max as a camera, and we have another iPhone as a mic. So just bear with us. Anyways, I know I'm gonna get it. I have a feeling, whether it be someone texting me, I just have a funny feeling like, oh, what do you keep getting up? Anyways, koozies for me talking shit or whatever I'm drinking. It actually went down kind of nice.
It's pretty decent now.
Yeah,
No, it's
actually
Nah.
no.
You're
I'm
just,
gonna say because
what
I'm
flavor
you're
you
just
get?
high.
Am I high? Well, we'll just say it's orange flavor. Just I
I got a
don't want to
peach one.
reveal on camera. Just
I got a
in case.
peach one.
Community guidelines.
What'd you get, Egg?
I don't know, and I won't find out.
Garbage, right?
Yeah, it's,
Garbage, yeah.
Orange
garbage.
water.
I just know I probably won't drink this again. So
Okay.
it's a one-time thing for me.
Okay.
With that
Group
drink.
H.
H.
A lot of people said this was the group of death too. Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay,
Ooh.
South Korea. I think it's South Korea.
Ooh.
Okay. I already know who I'm picking.
Go ahead, man.
Portugal and Ghana.
You
Ghana, dark horse.
Wait, who are the teams again?
Portugal, Ghana, Uruguay, South Korea.
Ghana, dark horse. Watch.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go ahead and talk about that. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I mean, just look at who they have.
Who do they have?
Look at how they play. Like you said about Canada, they play fun football. You know what I mean?
Who you got, Andy?
All right, this is probably Cristiano Ronaldo's last World
Oh
Cup,
shit, I forgot about.
so I feel like
He's gonna go off.
yeah, he's gonna go off with a bang. I'm not saying they're gonna win it all. I'm just saying they're definitely gonna play to make it out that group stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's his last World Cup, more than likely. I don't see how old is he right now? Late 30s, almost 40.
Mid-30s.
Mid.
Yeah,
He's old, bro. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So I got them, and I'm gonna take Uruguay.
Okay.
Um,
Watch out for Ghana.
I think Portugal's gonna win the group.
All right. South Korea has a song, right?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna say Portugal, not number one coming out, but I'm gonna say South Korea's coming out.
Ooh, I like it.
Because a song that you guys are not big into it, but
Like
like
dog.
he is
Dog.
a dog. I'm telling you,
He needs to leave Tottenham.
like he needs to leave Tottenham because like plays such an integral part of the Spurs and the Premier League. Like without them, they would not be the team that they're at now, and they're floating around like an okay team. You know what I mean? So without him, they would be garbage.
Okay.
So he's enough to carry that.
I think so.
It's a second.
I think so. I think because Uruguay, they're not what they used to be. You know what I mean?
Ghana.
Like,
They
and,
won't count them out, though.
and plus, all their stars now are all old as fuck, dude. I think Luis Suarez is what 38 or something like that.
I still wouldn't count him out though.
But what's stopping Ghana?
What's
I need to
stopping Luis Suarez from getting your boy on South?
Him trying to bite somebody.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Like, what's stopping him from that?
For those people that don't remember, I don't know if it was last World Cup or last meeting between Mateo's team Ghana and Uruguay, Luis Suarez with that crazy handball that
Bum.
eventually cost Ghana the game.
Ghana up.
This is going to be the first time they meet again.
They're gonna chip on their shoulder. Just watch. They've been waiting for this for years. Ghana up, dog.
I hope Ghana can make it out.
I do
It'll
too.
be fun to watch. Like I said, I want to see an African team go far.
Yeah.
Like if I didn't take Uruguay, I'd be Ghana.
Ghana.
All right, but don't sleep on South Korea.
How many more we got, by the way?
This is
This
last
is,
one.
Oh, last one,
it's only,
okay.
8. Oh,
HI.
wait, you guys still gotta say what did you already say?
I already said mine already.
I got to do mine. Portugal definitely is going to win this group. I think second place is going to be a battle. Uruguay is not what they once were, like Andrew said, but they still got the talent. Luis Suarez is still one of the best goal scorers in the world. Ghana is exciting. They're going to have a chip on their shoulder, but so is South Korea. They're exciting too. I do not know who's going to win second. If I have to pick Uruguay,
Fuck.
because they got the experience. For all my sportsbook people out there, Cristiano Ronaldo to win the golden boot plus 1,100. That's crazy.
crazy.
What? 1,100. Ronaldo scores like every damn game. I feel like they're gonna go far too. He's gonna have the opportunities. Go bet on that, and if we
That's
win, give me 10%.
Facts.
Wait, that's only on
FanDuel.
yeah,
FanDuel.
FanDuel.
1100. I don't know about the other. Probably not the same.
Why is that? Plus 1100?
He's not the favorite.
He's not the favorite. No.
No.
Oh, who was
The favorite is 650.
Is
Harry
that
Kane.
Harry Kane, however.
Harry Kane. He could definitely win it too, but I don't like the odds.
Okay.
What you gonna say, bro?
No,
Yeah, what were we gonna say?
I thought somehow it was Harry Kane. I thought his name was different.
No, like
No.
before I went.
Oh, so, yeah. For those of you who don't know, the next World Cup, because this World Cup is in Qatar, the next World Cup is going to be in the U.S., Mexico, and Canada. So it's going to be 48 teams instead of 32.
Italy will finally make it in.
Oh man, don't get
You
started.
said, where's it at this year? Qatar?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
year is Qatar.
What do you think of their logo or their mascot, by the way? They
Haven't
just
seen it.
revealed the mascot. It's like,
Haven't
I didn't even see it yet.
it's like a ghost.
Really?
Okay, I have to look at it, but
But either way, that means Mexico, USA, and Canada would already qualify for the following World Cup, which is nice.
That's gonna be exciting.
So that's going to leave more room for more teams.
Finally gonna see your team, Honduras.
which it sucks too because I think Chicago voted out or opted out of getting any World Cup games
That
the
was
next one,
dumb.
which is dumb. You know what I mean?
I love my city, right?
Biggest murder rate.
Where the
Yeah.
They still have games in Mexico.
where the fuck are they gonna hold this at?
In New York, probably.
Well,
Florida.
no. I'm saying if they have it in Chicago, hypothetically.
Hypothetical. Oh, in Chicago?
Yeah, where would you play
You can
these
build
games?
a stadium. You got
Yeah,
4
why would
years.
you not?
I mean, where?
What's wrong with Soldier Field?
Yeah.
It's too small. It's way too. It's just in NFL terms, it's one of the smallest stadiums
Okay.
in the league.
So you're telling me they can't play like I don't know, they can't make a stadium out north. You know what I mean? Of Chicago.
Wow.
Actually, the one thing with
Well,
World
Arlington.
Cups is they always like to go to smaller countries to build up, which is why I didn't like Qatar because they're already there. I like the South Africa one; that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a lot of.
But
My
yeah,
uncle went
they
there.
always build up and create jobs in that country. So yeah, I would agree. Like they'd probably make a stadium.
That's where the new Bear Stadium comes in.
Arlington.
Don't sleep.
For real.
But I'm just saying it just sucks because like they always turn down the biggest opportunities for things, and it's not even just the World Cup. It's like they refuse to have like, you know, the NBA All-Star games or anything like that. Like, I know we had it a couple of years ago, but, like, they did not want it. The NBA forced them to pretty much take it on. So, I mean, I would love to see a World Cup game.
Who's in charge of all that?
I don't know.
Like, who in the city?
It's probably just the city itself.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think it'd be really cool to go to a World Cup game. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
They're definitely gonna have them like the viewings in Soldier Field, even though they're all gonna be Team USA.
Where was the 2010 World Cup?
That was South Africa.
South Africa.
And then 2014 was
It's Beijing, I think, right?
I don't remember.
It was
one of my
Beijing.
uncles. He went to the South Africa World Cup.
That was an awesome World Cup.
That's
That was
cool,
probably
yeah,
my
that was
favorite.
It was actually on TV too.
He
And
was?
then, yeah,
Oh, he was. So to say, of course, the game was on
Shit.
TV.
No. He was actually interviewed.
If you got a picture or snippet, send it to me. I'll
put it on.
I'll fit it in. Yeah, I'll
I
fit
can
it in the
find
pod.
it. And
Alright.
he's gone to that. He went to that World Cup, and I don't know if it was the one before that as well. But yeah, he loves.
Big fan, huh?
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
you.
So since we finished with the groups, you got wing it all.
Now, as much as I want to say Mexico, obviously that shit is not going to happen. I may be a big
Facts.
fan, but I'm not
Facts.
that delusional.
Be quiet over there.
He's delusional.
Maybe, I don't know, Argentina.
Okay.
I feel like this is a safe
I
bet.
feel like they're more slept on than they should be.
Yeah. So we'll
Alright.
just say Argentina. While you guys give your thoughts, I'll be right back.
All right.
You
Go
leave
ahead.
with me?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I had to pick anyone, it'd be Brazil. I think that's my safe bet.
That's the
They're,
safe bet.
Yeah, I
they're
would
the
say.
favorites.
They're
They're
good.
really good. You brought up that in their last 30-some games.
They ran through that South
Yeah.
American. And
They
that,
won
their
30.
teams are good.
Mm-hmm. All right. Fuck, man. I want to say Belgium because, like, you know, I just want to see them do really well. Same thing with Mexico. I don't think either of them are going to go, you know, to the final. But I think what we were talking about too was with England. I think they're going to be the dark horse of this. You know what I mean? And I think that they could fuck around and win it all. They got players literally like the same thing, like I said with France. They're loaded everywhere. You know what I mean? Like they have the best players in the world, you know, on their team. I'm gonna roll with England. I really do think so. Because I don't want to pick a safe bet, dude. Like I want to pick something that's not something that we all agree with. You know what I mean? Because like you're picking Brazil, that's a safe bet. He picked Argentina, that's a good bet. I'm gonna roll with England. That's the only reason. I just don't want to follow the same trend. That's all.
Me?
He's gonna
I
say
feel
France.
like this is finally going to be the year that we see either Messi or Ronaldo win it all. Messi, they finally got a team around him. Cristiano Ronaldo, they finally got a team around him. They're good teams. I want to see one of them win it. If I had to pick, I'm going to pick Argentina.
Argentina. Okay.
Alright.
I don't be surprised if it's Argentina. I don't even know what the bracket would call out to be, but I want to see one of those teams. But I have to pick. I'm picking Argentina.
All right. I mean that's fair. Like I said, I just don't want to follow the same trend. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather just give like a an out of the ordinary pick. But I mean I think this is going to be one of the probably the more funner ones to watch because you're going to see so many good teams that are out there right now, and like soccer's become like a bigger thing in the U.S. So now we're starting to get more exposure to it, which is great. You know what I mean? So I'm all for it. Like I'm looking forward to watching it. I'm excited to kind of see how everything plays out.
Got a question for both of you.
What's up?
Has there been a back-to-back winner in the World Cup? Or no?
If it was, I think it was Italy. I think, but it wasn't like in the 2000s. I think it was in the 90s. I think. I couldn't tell you, but
Okay. I was just curious if you guys knew.
I'm pretty sure it was Italy or it was. I don't know. That's a good one. I'll figure it out. I'll give you a heads up.
And
But
do you guys think France has the potential to make it back-to-back or no?
Definitely.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
But it also depends too on who they run into.
I feel like the fact that Brazil is the favorite is wild to me. I feel like France should have by far been the favorite.
All right.
You want to give your pick of who you think's gonna win it all?
Argentina.
Oh, you'd already did
Yeah,
it. Already.
right
Sorry.
before I peed. And sorry, unprofessional. Unprofessional, you know. Hey, but like we say, this is a group of friends just hanging out. Sometimes
Yeah.
we piss mid conversation, you know.
So, I guess with that, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think also too another team to sneak up on, or that the people can sleep on a lot is still the U.S. I think that don't be surprised if they take out one of the big teams.
Okay.
I'd be happy if they do.
Like if let's say for example, like you know how much it would mean to the U.S. soccer team, like if it meant or if they beat, let's say for example, like France for example, which I know was a very highly unlikely, damn near impossible. Okay, but could you imagine how the U.S. would react to beating like a powerhouse team like that,
Go crazy.
or beating out like Brazil for example? You'd be acting a damn fool.
They'd be acting like Alabama fans after they win.
And
a
then you know how many
championship.
people would get so excited about that it would just bring more exposure. I'm really excited for it. I just want to see what they can do. I want to see what kind of damage they can do and who they're going to beat.
So the World Cup usually, or not usually, but this year it's going to take place towards the end of this year, right around November-ish.
Damn shame.
Damn
That sucks.
shame. So we got to wait a little bit. It's what, April 3rd.
Well, that'd be during football season too.
It's gonna be during basically everybody's soccer season too. They have to take a break from their
Which
club
sucks. Yeah, because the Premier League and everything, they all run around that time frame anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot to look forward to at the end of the year. And we also have a lot to look forward to at the end of this month, the NFL draft. You know, we'll do a special on that, see who gets picked.
The Bears don't have a first either.
Nope. We
No,
got
we'll
2
work on the
seconds.
same-
2
same
seconds. Whatever. We'll do a should we do a mock draft? Like as a whole? Like a group mock draft?
I'll be done.
That'd be
That'd be
sick.
cool.
That'd be sick.
We'd
So
have
we'll
to
do
bring up
that.
a lot of people.
Huh?
Should we only just do the first round then?
Yeah, hell
no,
yeah, we would
let's
not
just do
do
2
that.
rounds. Because
No.
here's why I say this. You're a 49ers fan. He's a Steelers fan. Colts fan. Bears fan.
Steelers.
Frank's or Saints. I was thinking your wife's a Steelers fan.
Yes.
She can be on it too. Frank's a Vikings fan. Jackson's a Patriots fan. Everyone's different, right? Let's all go in. We'll at least do the first 2 rounds. For my
That's
sake.
a lot of players still.
Are you just talking about like
For
mock
each
draft
team.
for our teams?
Or either way.
Or like
I
the
was just
whole-
saying,
Let's
mock
have,
draft,
I have to
everyone
say
just
the first round.
participate.
No, just the first.
First round?
round.
Alright, fine. We'll just do a
Yeah.
joint
Andy refuses to lose.
mock draft.
Right.
That's fine. Alright, we'll do that. We're going to try to keep the in-person ones around an hour-ish, and we're almost to that point, though, believe it or not. Just because my phone is getting hot. Shout out. Before we do sign off, we're going to hit on some extra topics if we do have one. If we want to touch up on some shit. Again, I'm going to put the snippet of E talking shit about Jimmy G
Oh no! Okay,
from
that's
last
fine.
night. Yeah, we won't talk about it. We'll just let the clip speak for itself. It's like a 10-minute clip I'll put towards the end. It's a voice memo that I did that, so it'll be audio only. Well, anything else we want to touch on?
We can still keep the soccer subject still with the Champions League.
I got something to talk about.
But with the Champions League, oh, go ahead. You're good.
What are the chances do you guys think that Qatar could make some noise in this World Cup?
0.
0?
Very
I know-
unlikely.
I know
Very
nothing.
slim.
I know nothing about him. So I'm
One of my
saying
favorite memories of the World Cup was 2010 in South Africa. I don't know if it was the opening game, but it was opening round. Mexico and South Africa. And when they scored their first goal and the crowd went crazy. And it was against Mexico, but that was one of my favorite memories. I feel like
I remember that.
Qatar having like the home field and all that, I feel like they could definitely do something. We'll find out.
Finding out right now.
All right.
Ecuador, Senegal, Netherlands is in that group. I feel like they could definitely make some noise. I don't think they're gonna win that group, but if they could like beat Senegal, Ecuador, maybe tie with Netherlands, I think they could do something. I want to see. I like seeing these smaller teams make noise in these big tournaments. Because let's be honest, if it wasn't in Qatar, would they even make it? Probably not.
Right.
No.
That's all.
I mean, home field advantage though. I mean,
Yeah.
it's always.
I don't know how big they are out there with soccer, but South Africa, they were big with soccer.
Mm-hmm.
That crowd.
Or the polling where picking the groups was like a snore fest. Everyone was complaining about it. I didn't watch it, but when they were picking like the groups and shit, everyone was complaining how boring it was. Like, come on,
Soccer's
what do you
always boring.
expect?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't ever watch it. I just creep up with it on Twitter.
Alright.
That's fair. Shout out to Twitter.
But like I was saying with the Champions League, that's coming up too. So now we're in the round of 16. My team.
No, it's not the round of 16.
What is it?
It's the semifinals.
What?
Quarterfinals.
Quarters. Yeah, sorry. My bad. My team, Man City, we're coming back for revenge. Alright.
Revenge on who?
The league.
On everybody.
Anyone
We
specifically?
got clowned
Put everyone on notice.
on the world stage, losing to fucking Chelsea because of our managing.
You're managing or...
with Pep Guardiola. Dude pissed me off
Shout out
with
to
putting
Pep.
Kevin De Bruyne at forward when he could have just kept him in mid. We would have probably been fine.
Mr. Chelsea, you got anything to say to what he has to say?
Mr. Chelsea.
Man, fuck Man City. All right? They care way too much about Premier League that they suck in the Champions League. I hope... who you guys got this round?
We got some Sporting Fs.
No, that was last round.
He doesn't even know.
I don't know if it's on my head.
I don't like
Real fans. What do you got?
Is it Atletico?
I think it might be Atletico. But I can see us beating them.
Yeah, definitely. You have to advance that from this round.
What about you,
We
Mr.
got
Chelsea?
Real Madrid. It's going to be tough, but I think you can still do it.
Speaking of Chelsea, aren't they getting bought? Like, aren't they for sale?
Yeah,
Which
they're for sale.
sucks, but we don't talk
I
about
heard-
politics.
I mean, it's not. When I say this, I don't think this is politics. The Cubs owner, they're trying to get it right. Like
The Ricketts family?
the Ricketts
Yeah.
family. Okay.
And Chelsea fans don't want it.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, because their current owner now just blows so much money on the team and invests so much into them. You know what I mean? That,
As
like,
does yours.
I see.
As does yours.
yeah, no, I'm not saying it's anything bad. I'm just saying that like they have a good owner. Like, you know what I mean? Like he takes care of that team. You know what I mean? Like, and it shows. Like they've won Champions Leagues. Like they've been able to keep players. You know what I mean?
Chelsea
Key players.
fans, Chelsea players, all love Abramovich. And like we say, we're not politicians in here. We don't talk politics, but
Nope.
ever since he bought the team in early 2000s, we've won 19 major trophies, more than any other team
Yep.
in the Premier League.
At Man City.
I mean, no, I mean, but that's the thing, dude. We haven't, like, Man City, like, in the last 10 years has been relevant. Prior to that,
Man City had the same come up as Chelsea,
Right.
only like a couple years ago.
so
They're a powerhouse now, but like 20 years ago, no, they weren't.
no, they were floating around like the bottom part of the table, pretty much, man. Like they weren't all that. I mean, like the highlight of our like team wise as a whole was beating Man United in the early 2000s. That's the highlight. Not winning fucking the Premier League trophy, not winning anything in the Champions League, just beating Man U. Which, by the way, fuck them.
Fuck them. That's fair.
They're a bunch of bums.
Okay. I believe you.
I believe
Again,
you
I
too.
know
No,
nothing.
they have a bunch of good players, but they ruined that team with signing Ronaldo. It's nothing on Ronaldo. It's just they had a good team in place. Ollie, the manager there, had everything set up, and I thought that they were actually going to compete this year with Chelsea and Man City, and then even Liverpool. But I don't know. They fucked themselves, which I'm happy for because fuck them.
What do you think, Chelsea?
I don't know, man.
Alright.
They're some
Right.
good ass teams right now.
You guys are the big soccer heads.
Facts. That's why you're on the
And then
couch.
you all
Anybody
have
but Man City.
Hey,
Y'all have rivalry between
Yeah.
you two because of that.
It's like marrying
I
a
think
Michigan
if
fan.
we both win our current opponents, we'll meet up again
yep.
in the semis.
GG's.
This would be bad blood.
I don't think we talked for like that 2-day stretch that they were coming up. We just- and then as soon as fucking Man City lost, instant text, instant tag on Twitter. And I was just like, fuck it.
Like I said, you guys care more about the Premier League than the Champions League.
Yeah,
I'll
I
take
think
I'll
so.
take it.
I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, we were such a bottom dweller for so fucking long. You know what I mean?
I think your team
Bottom
is
dweller.
more built for longevity than a one-game playoff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. But that's the problem though too, is that like, I know we're getting, I think we're close to getting Holland, Erling Holland.
Stop it, man.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Five
man.
teams close.
We pull him. GG's to
It's
everybody.
over. It's over.
GG's to everybody.
Put the league on notice.
You never know, man. Them players that come over to a Premier League, you don't ever know. If they're
Actually,
gonna
you're
be the
right. No, you're 100% right on that.
Like, fuck. If I want Chelsea to get them too, but damn, you never know. Look at Lukaku, who's going crazy in Inter, comes back to Chelsea in the Premier League. Timo Werner, before he came to the Premier League, was scoring like almost 30 goals a season. Came to the Premier League.
Not the same. And that's pretty much it for me.
Alright.
Got any other topics?
Nah, I'm okay.
You good? I'm good.
We're good. We're
Good
good.
work.
So,
I think I'm good.
next one, well, like I said, we'll do a draft special.
No,
We'll
don't do it right away. Do
Well,
like,
no, not now. Just towards draft day. I'm
Yeah.
just saying
maybe
in
the week
general.
before.
What's up?
Maybe the week before.
Yeah,
Because, you know, trades
Closer,
still happen.
Right.
closer to the date, but I'm just saying in general, we'll do
Mhm.
that. We'll have some more topics. Maybe MLB finally because
Yep.
it's starting up. Yeah, we'll do some MLB.
Yeah, we'll get
opening
this stuff
day.
rolling. But yeah, that's
what
pretty
else?
much it.
Hockey, but well,
Oh, don't bring up hockey. Not when he's around.
you sure?
Yeah, no, we're not doing all that.
He's a big hockey fan, though.
After we sign off, again, take a listen. Keep watching the video to listen to E's bullshit.
For the bonus content.
Bonus content from last night.
Clown's gonna clown.
Facts. It's a good laugh. It's a good laugh. But follow us on Twitter, Instagram, the website. I'll put all that right now.
TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok.
We made a TikTok. He made a TikTok. It's pretty fire. I ain't gonna lie. It's good shit.
Yep.
I don't think we're gonna do Facebook. That's for boomers. No, shout out to the boomers. Shout out to M Vintage with their hats supporting the show. We'll try to get some more. Anchor for the audio version.
Niners hat.
And then
Niners
lastly,
hat. Yeah, we'll get a Niners hat. That's right.
go get you one.
So,
Hit us
Hey,
up
they're
for
nice. They're nice.
so
All right.
we got a couple ideas too. Some shirts, some cups, all that shit.
Yep.
If you have any questions, topics, comments, concerns, talking shit,
Please talk
we
some
have
shit.
a voice memo. So we put the voice in there.
Comments
on
on
the show.
YouTube.
Comments on YouTube. Sometimes we live stream. You can comment along, just like Jawan Howard's right hook.
I want to hear all the Chelsea fans call him a clown.
Facts.
And all the Man City fans call him a clown.
And honestly, best you can do is just share it. We
Yep.
really appreciate it. And if you made it to this point, we appreciate you listening to this point.
Mm-hmm.
So, other than that, we'll see you for episode 21. Agut, Andrew, Marcelo, myself. See you next time.
All right, guys.